and welcome to the Double T Insider. I'm Caitlin Kravick alongside Brett Brown, bringing you the inside access into Texas Tech athletics.
In this week's episode, we sit down with Lady Raider basketball sophomore star from Bullard, Texas, Minta Spears.
Before each football game, they bring the noise and charge the field in style. This week, we feature the Goin band from Raiderland.
And later, we speak with former Texas Tech player and cornerback coach, Kevin Curtis. This past weekend, Red Raider football played against TCU in Fort Worth. Texas Tech put the first points on the board with a 57-yard touchdown pass to senior running back Kenny Williams. But TCU had a quick turnaround with a 62-yard rush into the end zone by junior tailback Aaron Green, tying the game 7-7. After a 28-yard field goal was made by senior kicker Ryan Buston, TCU took control of the first quarter, scoring 17 more points on Texas Tech.
With 42 seconds left in an hour-long first quarter, Davis Webb connected a 56-yard touchdown pass to sophomore receiver Devin Lauderdale. Tech went into the second quarter trailing TCU 24-17. The only points Texas Tech would put up in the second quarter would be a 38-yard field goal by Ryan Buston. TCU was able to put up another 13 points over the Red Raiders with a touchdown and 2 successful field goal kicks by junior kicker Jaden Oberchrome.
Going into the second half trailing TCU 37-20, things began to unravel for Texas Tech. Davis Webb left the game due to a leg-related injury in the third quarter, subbing in freshman quarterback Patrick Mahomes. Late in the third quarter, Mahomes was able to connect a 3-yard touchdown pass to sophomore receiver Dylan Cantrell, the last points Texas Tech would put on the board. The final score of the game was 82-27 TCU.
When we come back, we visit with junior linebacker from Longview, Texas, Pete Robertson.
Double T Insider is brought to you in part by Plains Capital Bank, a proud supporter of Texas Tech football. Ride with the good guys at Plains Capital Bank. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Visit RedRaidersContest.game to register to win cool fan experiences. And by Texas Ford Dealers. Visit your Texas Ford dealer today. Ford is the best in Texas.
Welcome back to the Double T Insider. I'm Alexandra Haley. This week we feature Red Raider football's junior linebacker Pete Robertson.
My name is Pete Robertson. I'm from Longview, Texas. I'm classified as a junior. I play outside linebacker. Growing up in Longview, it's a very small town. It's not that big. We have a lot of country things around, like horses and the backwoods, cows, a lot of things like that. I'm a family of, I'd say 3, because it's just me, my mom, and my brother. Just growing up, I had a lot of friends. You know, both neighborhoods, my daddy neighborhood and also my mom neighborhood. And just growing up down there, it was lots of fun. You know, it wasn't much to do, but just every single day growing up as a kid, the only thing we did was play sports. So I guess I got good at sports, playing with my friends back home. I started playing football, I was in the 2nd grade. I wasn't supposed to play yet because you got to start as a 3rd grader. You know, from 3rd, 4th, 5th to 6th, and I was just tall enough to play with all the other kids, so I started playing in the 2nd grade. After my first year, I came back from my injury, I started getting a hang on and how the system was going, how everything was working on the D1 level. I played relentless. That's what I feel like, because once I'm out there, I'm out there. And a lot of guys say they'll die for this game, but I don't think they'll really die like I would. I'm just a different person out there, I feel like. Inside, you know, I'm just the guy that's gonna laugh with you, talk with you all the time, but once I'm on the field, I say I'm a bully or something like that, at least I try to be. It's a special feeling because most people in this world don't get that opportunity. You know, they might not be athletic enough or might just not get the chance. So every single day I go out, I gotta give it my all because somebody will die to be in my position right now today. On game day, well, I wake up and my mind is on the game. I'm already thinking about it, me making plays. And when we get out the bus, the whole time I just talk to myself. Just me, and just analyze myself, just making plays, you know, and I can kind of hear my grandpa talking to me. You know, he used to say some things to me when I was younger playing football, and I just use all that and all my emotions, just go on the field and just try to have a great game. I'm gonna lead by example, by going hard every single day at practice, and even after practice doing extra stuff like lifting weights or extra conditioning, you know, so I just try to lead by example. I actually didn't know I was leading the Big 12 in sacks until somebody told me like 2 days ago, you know. But that's not my main focus. We started off, you know, with a bumpy season, so I just want to win for my team. So I'm going doing everything it takes to help my team win or try to put us in a better position to win. You know, and that it's great to you know, have that record right now, but The season's not over. We got a lot of more games, and there's a lot of more guys out there in the Big 12 and also pass rushers as good as me or probably better than me, you know. So I'm just trying to work hard every single day to try to stay up there to the top. My major is university studies. My 3 minors are sociology, education, and ESS. It was a point where, you know, I was doing okay in the classroom, but once we got the new coaching staff, you know, I find out I wasn't doing as great. And Coach Smith had to let me know, you know, football was going to end one day. So when they came in, I've been on top of my school 24/7. So, and that's why that was my main accomplishment this year to get up on my schoolwork, and that's which I did. Coach Smith let me he basically laying the game out for me and just let me become a man, you know. And I thank him for that. It was just a big thing where I didn't really understand defense until he got here and showed me it's not hard as you think, you know. And which going to coaching, I feel like if I was to be a coach later on in life, I could use some of the things he taught me to help my future players.
Coming up next, we spotlight Lady Raider basketball's Minta Spears.
My name is Minta Spears. I'm a redshirt sophomore from Bullard, Texas, and I play point guard or shooting guard. I grew up in a small town in East Texas, and my dad was a high school coach, so I've been around sports my entire life, and so I've just always been in the gym, and ever since I can remember, I was trying to dribble or trying to shoot it or heave it up to the 10-foot goal. In high school, I was definitely a nerd. I was in honors classes, theater and debate, and Model United Nations, and then, of course, I played basketball. And then I did cross country and track and UIL speaking events. So I did a lot of stuff in high school, but I think that I've learned something from all of those different things that's kind of made me into the person I am today. And I'm really thankful that I got to do all of those things. My freshman year of high school, my AAU coach suggested that I come to camp at Texas Tech, and I just fell in love with Lubbock and Texas Tech, and I just love the school so much. And so when they offered me spring of my junior year, I committed immediately because I knew this is where I wanted to go and I wanted to be a Lady Raider. Whenever you first start college basketball, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. You're balancing school, workouts, class, tutoring, and then you try to make a few friends every now and then. So I'm just trying to remind them just to have fun and remember why you play basketball, why you're here at Texas Tech. You're here to play basketball, win games, and have fun because it's a sport that we all enjoy playing. So I think that's probably the biggest piece of advice that I give them. That, and then also just try to help them, give them little tips through practice that they might not know since they're new. Since Coach Whitaker came, it has been awesome. I'll get to play with her for 4 years, and she's just brought a lot of energy to the team, a lot of passion, and she plays to the players' strengths, and I think that's probably one of the best things that she does. So, you know, Amber's good at getting to the basket, so we're gonna have some plays that isolate her so she can get to the basket, or I like to shoot three, so I'm gonna come off some screens and look to shoot, and just things like that. So she knows what we can do offensively, and she plays to those strengths. Whenever I first got here, I definitely led by example, and I still try to lead by example. So in every drill, I work my hardest. Every time we lift weights, I try to go lift as much as I can. So I just try to lead by example. But I've also had to learn to be more vocal, and I've had to learn to talk more and communicate more. And if someone's having a bad practice, go up to them and talk to them, and just kind of be more aware of people on the team. I've always wanted to be a college basketball coach, so I've always just kind of heard if you get your master's, then you're eligible to be a college basketball coach. But then if that doesn't work out, or if I decide not to do that, I want to do something in sports media. So that's really broad, and I don't really know what that means yet, but that's something that I want to do. And I'll start the master's program at Tech in the spring, so I'm excited to get to explore that more.
Coming up after the break, we feature the Goin band from Raiderland. Welcome back to the show. This week we sat down with members from the Texas Tech Goin band from Raiderland. Check it out.
What I enjoy the most about leading the Goin band is just the kind of appreciation that the community has for them. I love seeing their reactions and getting better. I love us always trying something a little different and a little new, something outside their comfort zone. I just like seeing the students really enjoy themselves. I love seeing the students strive for more than what's typically available for them.
I think a lot of times I take for granted the fact that we're on the field all the time. Like, I'm in the Jones at least once a week doing stuff for band. I don't remember what game it was or what we were doing, but we ran out of the tunnels for our pregame show, ran onto the field like we do every week, and the crowd on their own just started this loud Raider power chant. And it was like the loudest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And so I'm standing like by the 50, looking up in the stands at like hundreds and thousands of students chanting Raider Power. I like almost teared up. I was like, oh my God, I love this school. And every time I go out on the field, it validates the fact that I love Texas Tech. I love everything about it. I love being in the band. I love going band.
My favorite thing is that the fans love us. It's just nice to have support from the fans, and they're there to see us. And at halftime, you look up and everyone's still there watching you. They haven't gone to the bathroom, they haven't gone to the concessions. They're there to support you because they know we work hard, and it's just a lot of fun to perform for them.
I think the most important thing as a band director is to connect with the students in the best way possible, to show them that everything that they do has to be excellent, has to have a lot of dedication and hard work attached to it, but at the same time a lot of fun. And I think mixing those things together really makes us unique.
My biggest musical influence is just, I think, the people in it, because I've never felt in any other group that I fit as well as I do with the band kids. I am always just, everything I do, even when we have long rehearsals or anything, like I am willing to show up because of the people, and I love the people in it. I always have, I probably always will, so that's something that really drives me.
All of my friends I met in Goin band. I can't even imagine what college would be like without being here as a freshman, meeting all these new people. I spend a lot of my time here at the music building and of course with Goin band, and I just love it because I'm with all of my friends.
No matter how quirky you think you are, or how weird you think you are, or anything that you think about yourself, you can easily find a friend or 8 that are just as quirky and fun and weird. The people are so great, and we're a very hardworking group of people, which I think is awesome because we have so much to do all the time. So it's good to find people that you just fit in with and that are very hardworking and just excited to be here. We all share the same passion of music, and we're driven by that, and it just brings us together, and it's cool to have that common musical tie.
Our kind of motto is to entertain, to inspire, and to be excellent. And so every show that we put out there, we try to entertain some segment of the fans that are there, whether it's the older crowd, whether it's the younger crowd, whether it's the student body, whether it's kids. We just try to find ways to entertain each segment, each different game. I love when they come out of the tunnels for pregame. I think it's just a great experience to see their faces light up, they're smiling as they're coming out. That really makes me happy.
After the break, we sit down with Red Raider football's coach Kevin Curtis. This week, we sat down with Red Raider football's cornerbacks coach Kevin Curtis.
I'm Kevin Curtis, and I coach the corners. I'm from Lubbock. I was born in Frankfurt, Germany, but I've been in Lubbock since I was 2 years old, and I think I started playing maybe when I was 6 or 7, playing flag football. And played my whole life. Grew up here in town and went to Coronado, and then I got a scholarship to play football here at Texas Tech. And I had my career here and played safety, and was fortunate enough to get drafted by the 49ers in the 4th round and played there for a couple years. Well, you know, me and Cliff came to camp going into our senior year in high school. And we came in the same recruiting class and been great friends ever since. I've been knowing him for about 16 years. We both started coaching at the same time. He went to Houston and I went to junior college. We always were comparing stories and where we were at. We got a chance to play against each other and some great games, and joined forces when he got the job here. I know everybody talks about a family, but we've been knowing each other for a long time, and we have the bond of being fellow alumni and playing together and that kind of stuff. And then the new guys have just joined in, and it's been great. We have a great time joking around, but a lot of respect and for each other's work ethic. I'm really calm and laid back. A lot of teaching, talking, just trying to correct mistakes. Every once in a while, I'll yell a little bit, but more teaching and just trying to correct the little things every time I see it. Confidence is the #1 thing. You better be quick, you better be fast, you better be tough. And those are physical traits, but you know, the confidence is a big deal. Play with your eyes and play what you see. And when a quarterback makes a bad throw or a bad decision, you have to make them pay.
The handoff now goes deep throw middle, and it is intercepted.
Because sometimes they're going to make a great throw in a great spot that there's nothing you can do about it. You got to tip your hat to the offense. But when he makes a mistake and he throws the ball a little bit inside, a little bit outside, you have to make him pay. And when the ball hits your hands, you got to take advantage of it. If you work every day, and it's not just working at practice, it's working when nobody sees you. If you put the time and the effort into it, you'll be good. Watching the tape, doing the little things,
You have to take care of your body, get rest, and make sure you're able to perform at your best. My two guys that are playing a lot now are Nigel and Justice, and they're both guys that are working every day. And they're young, but the sky's the limit for them if they just continue to work. And I have a good group and guys that just work for me. It was fun to watch. You love to see greatness. Like you, I'm a fan of Kobe, I'm a fan of Jordan. I mean, you love to see greatness. What I want from the group and want from the team is just continue to get better. Every day get better, come to work, and the wins will take care of itself.
Stay tuned. After the break, we're bringing you our tweets of the week and the upcoming games in Texas Tech athletics.
Welcome back to the Double T Insider. I'm Luke Heath, and each week we pick the best tweets about Texas Tech athletics and air them right here on the show. This week we're featuring tweets about Texas Tech soccer, Lady Raider basketball, and Texas Tech football. Bridget Jenkins tweeted, "Such an amazing senior night. Beating Baylor 1-0 was an awesome way to start out the weekend. Hashtag TTU soccer and hashtag Wreck'em." Kid Beefy tweeted, "Excited to see the Lady Raiders kill it this year. Can't wait for the season to start. Hashtag Candy is Bay." Amy McBride Hurd tweeted, "A great day for a Texas Tech soccer win. Hashtag Wreck'em." Caleb Coy tweeted, "Last home game of the season. Hashtag Guns Up and hashtag Wreck'em." Christopher O'Busby tweeted, "I don't care if 100 points was dropped on my boys. The Raider pride is still at an all-time high. Hashtag Guns Up and hashtag Raider Pride." Well, that's all the tweets for this week's episode, but be sure to follow the Double T Insider on Twitter and check back with us next week when your tweet could just be featured on the show. Now let's take a look at Texas Tech's upcoming games.
The Texas Tech women's tennis team travels to Orlando, Florida as they begin the Clay Court Invitational Thursday. Competition will last until the 1st of November. Red Raider volleyball takes on the Kansas State Wildcats in Manhattan, Kansas Saturday. Texas Tech football hosts the University of Texas Saturday. This will mark the 6th-year anniversary of Tech's 39-33 upset win in 2008. Kickoff from Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas is set for 6:30 p.m. Central, with all the action being broadcasted on Fox Sports 1. Red Raider basketball opens the regular season Monday as they face Southeast Oklahoma State. Tip-offs at 7 p.m. Central from the United Supermarkets Arena in Lubbock, Texas. Wednesday, Texas Tech volleyball hosts the University of Texas from the USA in Lubbock, Texas. First set is scheduled to begin at 6 p.m. Central. Red Raider soccer travels to Kansas City, Kansas Wednesday as they begin the Big 12 Championship quarterfinals.
Stay tuned. The Double T Insider returns right after this break.
Double T Insider was brought to you in part by UMC Health System. It's our hospital. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Visit RedRaidersContest.game to register to win cool fan experiences. Red Raider Club. Your support, their effort, our fearless champions. And by Texas Ford Dealers. Visit your Texas Ford dealer today. Ford is the best in Texas.
Well, that's a wrap for this week's episode of the Double T Insider. Thanks so much for watching.
Make sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to stay up to date with Texas Tech athletics. For Caitlin Kravick, I'm Brett Brown, and until next time, guns up.